Okay, so let's talk about people pleasing in the spiritual, energetic sense. Because if you struggle with people pleasing, you may also identify as an empath. You may identify as being clairsentient or even having clair empathy. All of these touch on some sensitivity to the emotions and feelings and even physical sensations of those around you, to the point where you start to experience these things as if they were your own. Now, how do these energetic sensitivities play into people pleasing? The energetic resonance of an empath draws people in like a moth to a flame, because you see and sense and feel people in a way that is very addicting, because if everybody wants to be seen, everyone wants to be felt, they want to be heard on a deeper level, and that is what you do. You feel, sense, and resonate with them. You relate to them on a deeper level. So of course, I want to be in your energy. I want to get some of that goodness, that feel good. Something shifts in me when I'm in your energy, when I feel seen by you, and I want to come back for that again and again and again and again. And some people will do whatever they can to get close to that energy. They will very oftentimes put on a mask of, what do I need to do? What do I need to be to get closer to that energy, even if it's false? And as someone that is sensitive to the energy and emotions of others, because you can sense maybe their wounded parts, their shadow selves, you may be more willing to look past the mask or the toxic behaviors and continue to engage with this person and allow them access to your energy, because you can sense the wounded self, because you can sense that there is some good in this person behind their actions. This is typically the birthplace for codependent and enabling relationships. Because I know that there's some good in there, because I can feel it, I can sense it, I'm willing to sit around and tolerate disrespect towards me in the hopes that that good will show up, that good will reveal itself. And there may even be a part of me that feels like I can help bring that out for you. I can love you enough so that the shadow self, the mask, falls away, and you do come into this, the good part. You do heal the wounded parts. What often ends up happening is that you get pulled into a dynamic where this person over time requires of you to minimize yourself, to minimize your light, so that they can maintain the mask, not lose the mask, not heal or address the wounded parts. This typically initiates an old cycle for the empath of self-abandonment, because I have to put parts of me in my back pocket, to the side. I have to bury parts of myself in order to maintain this dynamic of enabling you to treat me this way. I want you to shine. And in so many ways in this dynamic, you have communicated to me that in order to shine, I have to dim my light so that yours shine brighter. Instead of this person working on healing so that their own energy brightens, expands, and their own light becomes brighter, they recruit you into a dance of, if you dim your light a little bit more, then mine can shine brighter, just like we both want. You want me to shine, right? Right? You want me to shine? Then stop trying to outshine me. That is the dance. That is what you've been recruited into, dimming your light. Now, how do you realize when you've been recruited into this type of relationship, this type of dynamic? You will notice that you start to feel anxious, maybe walking on eggshells around this person, depressed. You may even start to feel burnout. It's like no matter what I do, I just can't get my energy up. I can't get my light to shine as bright as it used to. You may also feel confused. It's like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what am I doing? What do I do? And it's a feeling of no matter what I do, everything I do is wrong. I don't know what I'm going to do to upset you. The bar keeps moving. I'm also starting to feel less confident in myself because remember, you're dimming your light here. You're being recruited into a dance where you have to dim yourself. You have to dim your light. So yes, you start to feel less confident. You will start to feel drained and almost as if you're in an unspoken competition with this person. There is a feeling of I'm responsible for the mood shifts. If this person does something, it's because of something I did. Maybe if I had done this differently, maybe if I had said something different, their mood would not have shifted. So feeling responsible, again, remember, as an empath, you're already sensitive to feeling the emotions, the physical sensations of others as if they were your own. So now you've taken on this responsibility of I control the mood shifts, the tone in the home. If their mood shifts, it's because something I did. And they usually play a huge part in your believing that that is the case. If you hadn't, then I wouldn't have. It's only because my job has been such and such. It's only external persons, things' fault that I am in the mood I'm in. I am shifting constantly. So that person not taking responsibility and ownership of their emotional landscape. One of the things that can make it difficult to pull away from these types of relationships is because you're an empath, and yes, you can feel very strongly and intensely what others are feeling and experiencing. You can also feel their anger and them being upset towards you as well. And it's not easy pulling away and protecting your energy, setting boundaries when now you've been labeled the villain in someone else's story for doing so. Especially when you only have nothing but positive intention towards this person. I don't want to see you hurt. I only want to see you shine. I only want to see you rise. And now that you're upset with me, I don't know how to handle that. It's not easy to protect myself and continue to maybe pull myself out of this dynamic, out of this dance, this toxic dance, when I feel like now I've done something wrong because you're hurt as a result. The important thing to remember is just because you can sense and feel it doesn't mean it's yours to fix. People have to be able to look within and address their own wounds, their own shadows, and heal themselves. That is not your work to do. It is your work to protect your own energy and set some boundaries that keep You put your mask on first. Put your life jacket on first. Yes, you can see the seed of potential in almost everyone, but it's their job to water it. I know the old saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. Yes, you can hand them the watering can, and you can even point out that it needs watering, but it is their job to water it. And it is your job to make sure no one has free reign and access in your own garden where they're trampling through, destroying flowers, planting weeds. It's your job to protect your own garden, your own energy, so that that can continue to grow. Those that you can continue to shine, not dimming your light for anyone. I work with people to help them break free from people pleasing. So if you need any additional support around this, schedule with me. I would love to work with you.